All right, Mindy. Cubs and the Yankees
Guess
going to.
we better get started, I guess.
Okay, I know you were having fun. We're having a fun. I try to make it fun. I try to make some, talk about something to keep
Right.
everybody, interested. But I'm not sure. I think they're here more for the winners. We try to figure out. Wow, we really,
More than our
increased
personalities,
our
the glowing
viewership. We're so
personalities.
excited with you guys. We've increased the viewership, and hopefully we get to 100 or more today. But we're trying to figure out, why. I'm pretty sure it's the winning, not the witty banter.
Maybe. I mean, it could, like I said, it could be our personalities, or maybe it's just a combination, right? We just have the whole package out here where, given to the folks, Ramon. That could be it. That could be it. Oh, the Cubs and the Yankees. Well, I like the Yankees yesterday, and I think the Cubs got the better of them here. It's just one of those. It just seems like suddenly maybe the Yankees are the team that's going to struggle at home, and the Cubs are going to do well here on the road. So I'm going to go ahead and
Yeah,
I'm
that
going to
was
take
a
the
big
Cubs.
surprise.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Cubs here with the 1.5 today, sitting at about minus 130. We got Smiley playing pretty well on the road, 3.08. Garrett Cole, 2.82. So again, Cubs are right now scoring a little bit more, 5.42 runs per game. Yankees, 4.12. We're going to go that route. And today, Ramon, those Cleveland Indians now take over the number one ERA spot in all of the major leagues from that Yankees team in the bullpen.
Cleveland Guardians, yep. And look, the Yankees just look. Hey, I mean, Tyone came in, and one of the storylines was, oh, watch out, Tyone is going back to face the Yankees. Maybe he'll bring it, and he did,
Yeah,
which
maybe he
was a bit
did.
of a surprise.
Shut
I
him
mean,
out.
so I think the price is probably still. It might be a little bit too high now. I know now we're into Garrett Cole territory, so it's a little bit different than what we talked about with uh, first start Carlos Rodon.
True.
So, but you said run line, huh?
Yeah, I'll take the Cubs on the run line.
All right, I want to do it as well,
Okay.
and I'm going to give him a chance because I think with Smiley, he can be competitive in here. Lingowick, how you been? Nice to see you. Darren's here. Hello, Lazzy Love.
Lazar Love.
It's because because Mindy is actually the crazy. Phew, Mindy is actually the crazy one. Okay, good.
Right?
All right, Ron will take the Cubs run line with us. Solo though says lay it with the Yankees here. And Tyler, hello. Yankees get the win. Maybe there'll be more runs in this game. Cole first five for Ron. Yankees and under for Fernando. Yeah.
The
Look, it's I know
wild
it might
part.
be
Unpredictable. That's right, Darren.
well, just might be a little bit hard. Smiley 7.3 ERA in his last three starts, and Cole has been Cole has
Yep.
been just fine. But I was just startled yesterday, and I know Tyone was the guy who brought who brought it yesterday, but still a game the Yankees shouldn't have lost. I know we're flip flopping here to the other side, and they just won yesterday. But I'll take the Cubs with you. Feel like we're kind of alone on this one. Mindy taking the Cubs on the run line here, but that's what I want to do.
We'll give it a try.
Okay, sorry, gang. You know, maybe
Ron likes
maybe.
them. Ron likes them.
Well,
There you go.
we're not going to fade our. We're never going to fade our chat. I just think after yesterday, we might be. If hey, we're both contrarian, or I don't know. It's still Cole. We've got to beat Cole. Okay, the Blue Jays here with Gosman on the road against Detroit. Matt Manning and big road favorite, of course, 215, 8.5 under 15.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know too much about Matt Manning here this season, but I do know of Matt Manning in the past versus the Blue Jays. And he hasn't been bad. 324 batting average against for the Blue Jays. But yeah, I mean, I think with this one, it's kind of come down to more of the price for me. We talk about it all the time, right? If I want to go ahead and take this Blue Jays team that has a losing run line versus the Tigers that have a winning run line. So I'm going to go on the team that has this winning run line. I have to hope Matt Manning has a pretty good day here. I mean, he is a former, first rounder. But yeah, he was injured this season, a foot, something like that. So we're going to go ahead and go on the Tigers plus 1.5 here.
All right, yeah, maybe because of what happened yesterday, I don't want to. I look so far so good. Manning's numbers aren't great, but they are 2-2 in his starts, and they were pretty big dogs in those 2 wins. They've gone over in all 4 of those games. I mean, I think this one gonna have some runs. I don't want to take Detroit on the after just because of what happened. I don't think I don't want to lay Toronto run line here. I don't think, but Gosman, he's pitching good still. 2.74 ERA in his last 4 starts. Blue Jays 6-2 in his last 8 starts. But you mentioned Blue Jays not terrific at covering run lines, and Gosman is not a profitable pitcher this season, by just a little bit, but still. I'll go. I'm on the over here, and it was going to be a premium, but since I just don't want to, go back with Detroit after they cost us yesterday,
Right.
the bad Detroit. That's the only thing that might be because I like situations like Manning where I'm getting my money's worth here, and he's already come through twice as a dog, and Gosman probably not worth his weight, considering a $2 favorite on the road, but just after seeing the number that Toronto put on him yesterday a little bit, and there's certainly Toronto is a better team than Detroit, no doubt.
Sure.
So looking for spot. We're always looking for spots for some of these dogs, and maybe this one's it. Let's see what the chat is doing with this one. Here, to Ron here. Blake gives us an over under of 9. Yeah.
All right.
Well, yeah, that's close. It feels under, but that's after we've started here. I think we're only on the second game, so
we got time.
And I don't know. I'm not saying we're trying to redeem from yesterday. I'm never going to force anything. I mean, I'm sticking to my. Sometimes maybe I should have stuck to the printout yesterday, Mindy. The Reds and the Brewers. That was the game where I just ignored the numbers that were saying. Just really was a Brewers play on my sheet.
Right.
I'm like, everyone's on the Reds. I love the Reds.
Yeah, I do.
No, I'm not whining about it at all. I'm saying I still love the Reds. All right. No, maybe not much on this one, but I'm on the over here, Tyler, big time. It was going to be a premium, so I'm using it here on the show now because Mindy's on the Tigers run line, and I don't want to do it. All right. Orioles and Twins here with Tyler Wells going up against Gray, and Gray here a favorite at minus $1.20, 8.5 under 15. Let me refresh this. Yeah, I'm sure Sonny Gray, he's favored. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
all right.
8.5 under 20. It's definitely moving down here. The total's moving lower.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and go on the underdogs, the Orioles here today. Looks like they're about plus 105, something like that. Wells, he's been pretty hot here as of late. Has a 3.19 ERA overall. Does kind of, have trouble with the walk sometimes, so he has to go ahead and get that under control. We know Sonny Gray's been doing well, but again, the Twins just don't score as much as they should. Orioles kind of broke out offensively here a couple days ago. I think they're going to go ahead and get this one today. Orioles score 5.35 runs of offense and a pretty decent bullpen. So going on the Orioles today.
All right, Mindy going to be on the Orioles in this one with Wells. Both pitchers pretty solid numbers certainly, but Man, that total 8.5 under 20. Boy, let's see what the chat has to say in this one. I mean, obviously, Orioles did the job yesterday. Tony had a premium with the Orioles yesterday. Tyler says Orioles. CTG, Baltimore first 5. Ron. Fernando says Orioles and over. Latifa's on Baltimore. Darren's on the Orioles as well, but Ron, yeah, it's going to be mixed. It's going to be mixed results here. Blake, Orioles first 5. All right. Well, I'm going to take the over in this one. Over 8.5 with the Orioles and the Twins. All right.
All right.
Well, Wells has gone under in just one of his last 7 road starts, and the Orioles have gone under in just 5 of their last 16 games. Twins have definitely been going under in some of their ball games, but I'm going to take the over in this one. RC said right there, Mindy, what I was saying. Look at the totals you had yesterday. You had over in the Padres game, which I did as well. I gave it on the show, but you had under in Royals Guardians. You had under in A's Red Sox. You had under in Rangers and Nationals. You really are, and I was when I saw Mindy with all those unders, I was like, of course, I was like, why didn't I take these unders? I'm Mr. Under.
Right. I think you probably were on a lot of those unders. I said after the show, I'm like, Ramon, we were hitting on a lot of those, totals. It's just that I was, maneuvering around to some, for some paid subscribers there. And
3 of them were on. Yeah, 3 of them were like video picks as far as the MLB totals. I gave it out in the under, and you had it as a premium. But I'm talking about you knew what you were doing. Okay.
Yeah, it's just one of those, like, we have to, kind of play a little bit of a game with sometimes with these because we're, have subscribers and we're giving out our best free plays here as well. So we do the best we can here with all these plays. And I think we're doing pretty good so far.
I mean, I'll tell you what, to come on, we're so happy we're over 100 again, but that's what keeps it. We say all the picks, and you guys putting your picks up. That's what keeps us coming. But also, there's a little bit of gamesman. It's like we're like, oh yeah, and then I'm looking like, well, what does Mindy have? But also it makes you think. Like I said, this has been a good blessing, and having someone to partner up with and run your ideas by a little bit can really keep you on the ball. So, okay.
Right.
I'll take the over here, and Mindy's on the Orioles. Cardinals, I think this is right now. So, Tukey Toussaint, just like saying that. But Miles Mikolas is the favorite, I do believe. $1.25, maybe $1.30 now. 10 under 20. Cardinals starting to take the action here a little bit. Nobody's giving up on those Cardinals, I guess.
Right. Well, I mean, most of it is I don't know what Tukey Toussaint is going to come out and do here. I don't have any.
The other day, didn't he?
I don't have any splits though for him on at home, just on the road so far. Right. I do know that he has a 4.91 ERA. I do know that Mikolas has that 4.5 ERA. So that's kind of the big thing with this one. High ERAs. I think it's guys that pitch better than those ERAs that they have sitting out there. Because Mikolas on the road, he's at 3.86. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's going to be some runs scored here or not. I don't know if they can get to 10. I think it's tough just because I have a little bit of an unknown. I am going to go ahead and go back on those Cardinals today, Ramon. I'm going to take them at minus 130.
All right. Mindy here on the Cardinals. It's tough, but at least maybe it's a team that they, match up better with. here in this game. Nicholas 5.95 ERA in his last 6 starts for Tucson. He gave up 2 runs and 3 2/3 in that first start, but the White Sox did win that game. Still, they've won just 9 of their last 16, but the Cardinals have been pretty dismal too, 19-27 on the road here. I don't want to lay a road favorite. I don't think I want to lay a road favorite. I'll go under. I think I gave out the over yesterday as a winner, but I'm going to come back under today with my man Tukey.
Right. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. Both teams have gone over in 6 of their last 9 games each, but 10 runs. I'll take the under here with these two. So we'll see. Tukey only went 3 2/3 innings, like I said. So what's chat going to play this?
Well, I think the chat is only saying Latifah's done with breakfast. So.
Oh, man.
I know we still have a little bit time to wait before our breakfast. At least that's how I go. Do the show, then get some breakfast, put some picks in, watch some games. I still have to cut my grass. It rained all day yesterday.
What an eventful day. I'm watching tennis and golf right now and doing this show with you. So let's keep it rolling here. There it is. I'm done. Okay, I see it. Cards first 5 for Blake. And James, I got a premium home so far, but got 3 more coming, and maybe we could deal something out in the Discord later. Here's Fernando on the over. All right, I think we got some Tyler on the over as well. There, I'm on the under, I guess. Mindy's on the Cardinals.
We'll give them a try. Yep.
Well, yeah, I'm just trying to steer clear of some of these favorites that have been doomsday for me. But okay, Rockies here. Let's see what we can do here with Rockies and Giants and see if we can play the guessing game.
Right.
Steve Holden, Walker 215, 9 under 15.
Oh, I want the Walker Texas Ranger today. I'm going to take these Giants. I'm going to take them on the run line here in this one. I think they go ahead and get it done. 2.84 ERA. You have Connor Siebold. He is 6.92 ERA. Gives up a 3.16 sluggage, while Walker only gives up a 0.056 slugging versus this Rockies team historically. So it's one of those, you got a pitcher not struggling versus a pitcher that is struggling. I'm going to go ahead and take the Giants here on the run line.
Okay, Mindy takes the Giants here. I don't know. Are the Giants a team that plays down to their opponent a little bit? I'm starting to wonder there in that one. But you had it over yesterday, I do believe. And, man, 9 under, is that total? Is that really the total? I want to make sure because it does seem, let's see here. 9 under. Yeah. Okay. Well, see this number going up here. I'm going to take the under in this game. Yeah, I'm going to take the under with Rockies and Giants at 9. Not too thrilled what I saw yesterday here. Yeah, maybe the Giants have figured out the bullpen game a little bit. I just, with yesterday's crapshoot of a pitching matchup, I guess maybe. But that's why here we are with the $2 favorite. It probably should be even higher, actually. It probably should be on board with you because the price, I don't know, it should be probably even higher. Just want to lay the run line here. I'll take the under here. I know Tony said over on his show, but I don't know if he knew it was. Yeah, maybe he did know it was 9 under. I'm gonna take the under. See what the chat has in this one, and we know it's a bullpen game for the Giants. So Peasy's on the Giants. Latifah's on the Giants. Ron says, give me the Giants run line and under. Verley here, Giants. Luis is here today. And Jeremy Giants, but he might go over here. CTG saying under. I cost 10 grand.
Right.
Man,
You're expensive, Ramon.
I am very sorry, Tyler, about having some bad totals. No, come on. I own up to it. Those are my premium plays, man. I mean, I want people, I want people to be unloading on the, playing
Right.
a good bankroll, playing good bankroll management. So obviously, no, I think he was talking about maybe some premiums in there. But again, I mean, we're looking at a big picture. You saw him up a dime here over the last 7 days, so we know everything's back on track here a little bit. WNBA, we'll get to our play here. Okay. Oh, I'm not worried, Tyler. Hey, look, I mean, uh, I'm happy we did well in premiums yesterday, and I'm telling Mindy we need to win our second tier plays right here, the free
Right.
plays. I mean, I'm not directing her; she's the executive producer. But and I'm trying to balance these out. Stay away from some of these favorites, Mindy. I'm so sorry if we don't have enough consensus today, but
It's okay.
Saturday, and who wants to be laying some chalk here? Rangers and Nationals. Hahne on the road, $1.85. 10 under 15 now. So we got a shift on the total here to the under being favored, but still 10.
Yeah, again, it's one of these like, we play this fine line with, do I want to play the Rangers at minus 184 or do I want to play the Nationals at plus 1.5 runs at minus 105? A lot of this is coming down to which national team shows up for me. Sometimes they go out there and look like they don't struggle at all. Like, hey, where's this team been all season? So I'm going to go ahead and take this Nationals team plus 1.5 here rather than laying the Rangers. Irvin's been, just okay so far this season, 5.16 ERA. Good thing is he doesn't give up the long ball. So going to go with this Nationals team here today.
All right, Mindy. Taking the Nationals plus 1.5. I've flip flopped on this game so many times, so I probably can't even join you here just because I had the Nationals run line as a premium yesterday. Just bad call from the outset. Never felt comfortable, and it's going to be hard pressed for me. My printout says right here, take the Nationals today. I'm not going to do it with you. That way, we'll give out 2 picks on the show because I'm going to go over 10 runs with Texas and Washington today. Hahne against Irvin. So, we'll just have 2 plays again. Maybe maybe I should consult with the chat. I don't know. Let me see what's going on here because I just want Washington right now. Hey, hello to Jacoby. Nice to have you. Ron says here is a Rangers minus 1.5. And I don't know. Okay, the entertainment portion of the show again, but so the mayor's talking about what's going on with the White House. Bovada actually listed odds as to who the owner of the substance is.
Oh, I hear they think it's a Chiefs guy, right?
Oh, is that right? Okay. Well, one time the Raiders were at practice and they, called the FBI and practice had to stop and everything. And, the Raiders had to come off the field and the coaching staff when Gruden was there and everybody's having a big issue, and they called the FBI in and they said, "What's going on here? What's going on here?" Say, "Hey, we can't practice. Everybody's afraid of the white powdery substance right there in the end zone."
The goal line.
Yeah, I think I told that joke wrong. Okay.
Oh, I got it.
I'm no Mitch Hedberg. He was one of my favorites. All right.
Funny.
Rangers for Lazzy. Yeah, I agree with that. Haney should mow him down a little bit, but all right. Oh, Fernando says the Rangers as well. Ron says they keep hitting. Yeah, I'm afraid. I'm afraid. Uh, Maybe the Rangers will beat up on the weaker opponents and get those necessary wins to keep things going because we know that they've had a few struggles here a little bit down the line. So,
FBI
okay.
entered the chat.
Yeah. Yeah.
That sounded exciting over there, Ramon.
Yeah, always trying to find ways. Okay, so Mindy on the Nationals here. I'm on the over in this one. We'll get Phillies and Marlins. Whoa. Maybe I felt lucky. Maybe I felt vindicated with my Phillies premium pick yesterday. They came through in the clutch.
They did.
Uh, they looked terrible. I mean, it didn't feel like it was a very, you know, it didn't feel lucky when they did it. It felt like, hey, I had the right side. So Phillies here on the road, but the Marlins are favored with Garrett. Oh, the Marlins are favored now.
What?
$1.15. Yeah, Marlins $1.15, and the total has dropped here. It's 7.5 over 15. So see the way this one's going, but and it was yesterday. So still ended up with 7 runs in the game, even though it was a low scoring game until the end.
Right, right. Well, I mean, I think it comes down to hitting in this one. If we take a look at the Phillies, we know that they've been playing excellent baseball. We know that Suarez has been good, 1.97 ERA out there. But the Marlins are pretty good at home. I think that's kind of what it comes down to. Hitting at home versus lefties, 446 slugging percentage. Garrett's been pretty good over his last 3 starts, ERA under 3, even though he's sitting at about 5.27 on his splits. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and back Garrett and the Marlins here today.
All right. Mindy says take the Marlins with Garrett at home. That Marlins bullpen, that's the problem with the team. It's obvious now, right? I mean, there's been too many times they've given it up. That's where their weakness lies. They're a good team with great starting pitching. Very good starting pitching. Um, maybe as deep as any team in a way, right? I mean, look
Right.
what Sandy ended up pitching good yesterday, right? So, but the Phillies still came through, so I'm scared. I kind of want to take, the Marlins a little bit, but oh man, Suarez has been doing fine. 2.2 ERA in his last 5 starts, and the Phillies with that 22-7 mark over the last 29 games. Marlins excellent at home. So I don't know if that line move was any indication of some personnel missing, or that did catch me by surprise. So I'm going to go with the under in this one, 7.5. Once again, these 2 starting pitchers doing good. Games in Miami, they just seem to go under. And Phillies have gone over in just 4 of their last 20 games. So, all right, I'll try the under here, especially at 7.5. I was looking under at 8 for a possible premium, but now it's 7.5. I'm going to give it out on the show. Oh, maybe I should see what the chat. Sorry.
See what the chat's up to. There's lots of stuff out here for this Phillies game.
Okay, well, just got startled by the dogs barking here. The dogs are barking behind me a little bit.
Yeah, that never happens. It's usually just this house.
Can you hear them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can, yeah.
That's not us, All right, here's I think Crush is on the under with me. And
my dog's starting to growl now because I can hear your dogs.
You could take her, Phil. Really? That's crazy.
Yep. Whitney's down here going, Rrr.
Oh my God, these dogs. Do dogs when FaceTiming with dogs, does that really work?
I don't know.
Okay. You've
I've
never done
never done a FaceTime with
okay.
dogs.
All right.
I don't know. But mine will bark, like, say if the doorbell rings on a commercial, they go crazy. They run upstairs and, look for the door. So I'm sure it would be fine if the dogs all FaceTimed each other.
Let's see if I'm breaking it down, Mindy, in here. All right. Yeah, I want under again. Look, it was below scoring yesterday, and uh, I think both Suarez and Garrett, a couple left-handers going at it. I'll take the under. Tyler says the Phillies will come out early. All right. Mindy's on the Marlins. I'm on the under, and we're not going over at this point. And let's see what I might have the Pirates and the Diamondbacks. Uh, Let me see here, Mindy. If you have something, you might help me. Could it be
See what I
Nelson? No, could it be Nelson going for the Diamondbacks? I also saw Tony had a rookie listed, uh, Saccone, but I'm not sure he's going to make his debut today. But let me see.
have to find out here. Who did I
Tony's
have?
usually not wrong. So the
I
Diamondbacks are.
had Keller versus Nelson is who I had. Mitch
Yeah,
Keller.
that's what I'm showing Nelson now here, but I've also I did see uh, Saccone also, who has a pretty good curveball, by the way. But let me go with that. I'm going to go with Nelson here. And the Diamondbacks are favored, but it just doesn't sound right. I mean, $1.20 does not sound right to me. Um, but that's what I'm showing across the board here. Let me see what's going on here real quick.
Yeah, I mean, I think if we're just kind of taking a look at, I don't
Okay,
know,
go ahead. Yeah.
patchwork pitching, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Pirates here with that one. Diamondbacks.
You are okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's how I'm going to go here. Both teams have kind of struggled coming in. Diamondbacks, dropped like 4
Yeah.
straight there. I know they got it yesterday. But it just kind of seems like it's not going to be good versus Keller. I'm going to take
There it
I'm
is.
going to take the Pirates here. I think Arizona's been slumping a little bit.
Okay, and maybe it's even going to be 8.5 under 20, a little bit. But I'm surprised. Okay, I'm surprised by that because to me right now, anything with, I mean, I still have a lot of uh, respect for what Arizona's doing. And remember, Pittsburgh is still 8 games under 500 here. So maybe that's my concern. I want to know who's starting. If Nelson's going to be starting, that's fine. If they want to start a rookie, I think that's fine as well. So I don't know. I'm probably not going to be too involved here. I'm not going to. I don't want to go with Pittsburgh right now. I want to try to. Maybe I'll. The total to me even seems 9 under 25. Let me see if the chat is talking about this game at all. Um, since I don't really have the best of information. Hello to Ty here today. Nice to have you.
Yeah, I don't know. Do we say hi as well? Who was up here? I saw that.
The
I kind of
Pirates.
feel like maybe we missed a couple folks there. Jacoby Flueling or
Oh,
Fluelli.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So I don't remember that name for a while. So he's been in there a couple times.
Like Ron here on the under. That's the way I'm looking at it. I feel like it's not going to be 9 under 20 for very long if that's what the total is. But um, Crush says Pirates. So all right. I'm gonna take the challenge here in this game.
All right. Mindy
Yeah.
versus Ramon.
Well, happens on the total.
Pirates versus D-backs. All right. Fun.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm still high on the Diamondbacks. Remember they have definitely some, their injury concerns right now with the Diamondbacks. So uh, having, all right, here we go. Let's keep it going. That's just a tough game. Sorry about that, everybody.
Yeah.
Boy, Neil says they've been scoring. Renoir, I do think I might have something for you here in the NBA today. I feel like we can get through this and give out a few plays there. Pittsburgh first 5. Okay. All right. Reds and Brewers here with Weaver. Okay, so the Brewers got the best of the Reds yesterday. Weaver, though, he's just a total moneymaker despite his. It's funny, he's got an ERA 6.72 ERA, but gets the money a lot. But Colin Ray also does pretty well, even though he's got a 4.4 ERA.
Yeah, this one's going to be tough, right? Because I want to go ahead and come back on the Reds today and Luke Weaver, but I just don't really think I can. I think this is the Luke Weaver that's posting the 10 ERA, even though he gets those wins. I think I'm going to go ahead here and go with the Brewers. Colin Ray, like you said, decent numbers, 4.4 ERA, 4.17 slugging percentage, 280 batting average against this Reds team. He's been solid on the mound, especially in his last couple. I'm going to take Colin Ray and the Brewers today.
Okay. I'm going to also take the Brewers. Maybe I'm just kicking myself after yesterday. No one wants to be that guy. And I was really regretting. Look, I mean, I love the Reds. I love, I love the fact that Weaver makes you money, but the Reds in general make you money. But now the Brewers, I don't know. They might be feeling the heat a little bit. This is obviously a huge series in the division, and even though the Reds have won 20 of their last 25, the Brewers got it done in big time fashion yesterday. Ray with an ERA of 2.08 in his last 2 starts and 7-2 record in his last 9. The Brewers 7-2 in his last 9 starts. They've also won 14 of 21. So I do want to get on the Brewers here. Maybe this is keeping the price down because of the Reds' awesome streak. Brewers still are the favoritism, but let's take the Brewers here.
All right.
Yeah.
Only consensus play number 2. We got to find some.
Yeah, and it's not going to be really. I mean, it's you and I because it might feel like a veto. I'm already seeing Ron on the Reds, Luis on the Reds,
Jeremy's on the Reds. Yes.
Yeah, these 2 teams go over, but
Sean Money taking the Reds.
Yeah. Yeah. Miles says the Brewers. Fernando on the Brewers. Are they sleeping on the Brewers?
Well, he's been on the Brewers the last couple of days, right?
Jeremy says, come back on the Reds again. So.
Oh, here we go. Crush.
A little bit, yeah. A lot of people talk about who the Reds were. Yeah, they beat some good teams in there. They also had some easy games in there during a lot of that big-time streak, right? So, David Burns, hello. Nice to have you.
On the Brewers. There we go.
Awesome, David. That's very interesting. Sean here. Jeremy, all right, crush on the Brewers. Hello to Sean Money Sports Girls here today, says Brewers. So I think we've got enough support on the Brewers. It might be a toss-up. Maybe they, kind of came in our favor there. Maybe once they found out we wanted to take them. So let's take the Brewers here. Jacoby, I saw Jacoby earlier. You were talking about, I think we might have missed, but I think, yep.
David Burns, Cedar Hill, Texas. Thanks for watching.
The Athletics and the Red Sox here. Paxton, $2, of course, a big favorite. 230 now, 9.5 under 25. So this one's ticking lower here.
Yeah, I think I might go on the under here today in this one. I don't know if the A's are in a position here to do much today. I just kind of feel like this is going to be a little bit of one-sided work by this Red Sox team here today. Again, I feel like the A's always get me about 2 or 3 runs, and that's going to be about it here. So I'm going to go ahead and go under the total today.
All right, reported steam did come in on the under here in this one, and yeah, it's get it now, man. I mean, this thing could go to 9, juice to the over is what I'm feeling about this total right now. You've already seen it dropping, so Blackburn not great. ERA just under 6 in his last 3 starts. Paxton's been good. In his 9 starts so far, that 2.03 ERA in his last 5 starts. So I'm probably going to come in and try Boston again here. They won 6 of their last 7. I'll take them on the run line. Boston for me, once again, the A's. We'll see what happens in the second half. The players are going to have to do it themselves. I don't think the fans, the front out, nobody's going to be interested. Funny that the AAA affiliate in Vegas is of the A's, though, and the controversy is don't move here. Kind of. There's some backlash here. Yeah, there's some backlash here. I don't know. Just bring all the pro sports. Mindy's on the under. I'm on the Red Sox run line here. Here's the Royals and Singer, Guardians, and Williams. Williams, big favorite, $1.75 now, 8.5 under 20.
Yeah, I feel like Singer just kind of hasn't been the Brady Singer of old. Right now, 7.03 on the road. You have Galvin Williams here, 3.79 ERA, only a 252 slugging percentage versus this Royals team historically. Neither one of these teams, putting up a ton of runs right now. But I'm going to go ahead and go with the Guardians. I'll just take them on the money line here. They opened at like minus 175. Oh, looks like that's where they're at. I thought you had it about minus 155, I thought I saw. But yeah, I'm going to take the Guardians just here on the money line. No run line today for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe you can get it cheaper. I'm not bumping it up on you. Just see some 175s out there, some square books. And since I feel like the Guardians are going to be, that's the way I always do it, is when I put a favorite up there, I'm always going to tilt it a little bit to the favorite side. Try to be fair about these prices because I don't want, like I said, hey, here I go. I'm not going to lay a favorite. I don't want to lay a favorite, even if it is against those Royals right now. Yeah, that's just kind of the way I feel about it. I'm going to take, of course, an under here in this one. I mean, come on, these two teams go under. Feels like every single time right now with the Guardians and the Royals. So give me another under tonight with these two teams. And let's see if the chat, I would think, I would think they would agree because I'm sure that people who, kind of go back to the well time and time again have been cashing in on these Guardian games. I was saying yesterday, I think they've been going over, under, but it feels like when they're a home favorite, they always go under. So let's see. I already see some unders out there.
I do see some unders.
Okay. Hello, Teresa. Hello.
Kevin Cook. Kev Cook likes the under.
Okay, I do see. There's an over there. And here's Miles on Cleveland. Fernando on the Royals. Ron on the under. Blake on the under. Jeremy called them the Indians too. Did you catch that, Mindy, when you slipped up?
And I said it, yes.
Yeah.
I only noticed, though, once you said it back to me, and I'm like, oh, damn.
Yeah. I mean, it's like almost never do it anymore. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I think
I
that's the
I
first
think
slip
I
up
get
I've had
bored
in a
of
while.
typing. I think because what like our back end still says
Well, that's
Indian.
the part that I'm always looking for the Guardians in the
Yeah.
in the list, and then I have to go back and I'm like, oh wait, it still says Indians in there. So I think that's a lot to do with it. I'll just blame it on that.
Tony gave me the information to contact the company, and I wrote him a letter, but they said they didn't know what I was talking about. So we're just
Yeah,
stuck
right.
with it saying Indians, and it might even say it in like some of the send outs, but no big deal. I
Yeah.
think everybody knows where every. But I think when I type it, sometimes I type it and I go, no, whoops. Okay, so I'm on the under here with the Royals and the Guardians, and I don't know, probably was going to be a premium, maybe not with Brady Singer, but. Uh, that's one I've been going to quite a bit. So, okay. And let's roll with the Mariners and the Astros. Mindy felt pretty easy yesterday. I had the Mariners as a premium winner, about as easy as it gets
Right. I
yesterday.
think everyone
So,
was like, remember the Mattress Mac bobblehead? We're going with the Mariners.
oh, see. But again, to me, I was just looking, they say don't look at the starting pitching all the time, but
Right.
Castillo and Brown's got he's got some work to do. The Astros don't have the solid rotation that they've had with their team. These guys are young and maybe talented, but they're still having to bring them along and try to compete for a World Series.
Right. Yeah, and this is going to be a fun one today with Brian Wu versus Framber Valdez. So yeah, Wu has a little bit of elevated ERA here, 4.08 overall, 5 on his splits on the road. But the Mariners are the ones right now scoring more runs per game, 5.29 compared to the Astros of 4.27. I'm going to go ahead and try Brian Wu today. It'll be my first time, I think, on him as a starting pitcher. I've kind of gone against him. I'm going to take Seattle here on the money line today.
Okay. So you woo woo woo.
Yeah, Wu.
That was a song. Anybody? So
Taylor, Bueller.
yeah. Uh, Look, yes, yeah, look, I like what I've seen, but Framber still got a pretty good, has pretty good numbers. So,
Right. It was all that he lost to the Cardinals, right? In his last one. That was
yeah,
kind of sneaky.
3.46 ERA with a couple of losses in his last four starts, but those two losses were the only two losses, and they've won 7 out of his last 9 starts. So maybe he's always got a pretty high price. Wu's done a nice job, and now Seattle's won 6 of their last 7. One of the talking points has been that Seattle. This is one team that they do do pretty well against. They seem to have their number a little bit here. So, uh, boy, looking at that right now, that total, I just moved it to 7/20. You can grade me on 7.5. I'm going to take the over in this one uh, with the Mariners and the Astros. The Mariners have gone over in 10 of their last 15 games, and Wu has gone over in 4 of their 6 starts. I think you're going to find most of the books right now are juiced 7, and maybe I'm just playing the numbers because Valdez has pretty good, 2.5 ERA this season, but I will take the over in this one. Mindy's on the Mariners. I might have got my score with the Mariners yesterday. Uh,
Right.
let's see what the chat wants to do in this one. And yeah, Ron, right? The Astros, they need to get their hitting going a little bit too, right? Is what they're saying. So Mariners, yeah, Lucci, is it because they're inconsistent or like they're a good underdog team though? Jeremy says I'll take the Astros and I'll think is he saying revert like I'll lay 2.5 or is he saying give me plus 1.5 at minus I don't know what 200 220 maybe maybe he's on Baltimore there. And what did Ron say? Okay. Dre's on Houston. So, and PZ looks like he thinks maybe the Astros can do something there. So, all right, Darren on the Mariners. Jeremy, yeah. Let's see. Wu's had 6 starts so far, so 4 ERA. I'm not too worried. Ron's on the Astros. I'm gonna take the over. Okay. Oh, okay. 1.94 ERA. Good looking out, Lucci.
Right.
Good numbers there. I'm gonna take the over though. Take the over 7 runs. So Darren says, how about first 5 under? All right. And maybe the Mayor's on the over though. Okay. Mindy on the Mariners. I'm on the over.
All right.
Here's the Braves and the Rays with Strider on the road. We know this was a touted series. Yesterday, Mindy, we got one. We got one with the Braves.
All right, we did it.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what will you do today though.
Well, I think I'm gonna. I think I was offered a challenge by Ron Hahn. Right? He was like, "Hey, Mindy, go ahead and take the Rays today." So yeah, I'm gonna take the Rays here today, but I'm gonna take them plus 1.5 runs here at minus 136 is what I had on that. So I'll take them on the run line versus this Braves team here today. I know the Rays here can get back into form despite having some issues here as of late. So yeah, I think with Bradley, the Rays have a little bit of work to do today. That's why I'm taking the run here.
All right, Mindy says take the Rays in this one. I do feel uncomfortable, but I don't want to lay the Braves as a favorite here. Maybe it's even a bit of a discount. Bradley still has a 5 ERA. And we know Strider, yeah, maybe he is better at home than on the road, but still 3.65 ERA in his last 4 starts. And, of course, hard to ignore 15-2 in his 17 starts are the Braves. But Tampa Bay, 6-game losing streak now. You're taking them on the run line. I get it, but I'm going to take the over in this one. I fixed it so I'd get the absolute best price, but
good. About time you do that.
Yeah. No, to be fair, I try to make the most accurate graphic on there, and yeah, there might be some. No, it's mostly 8 over 15, but the book down the street here is an 8 flat, so take that. But you'll find that this was mostly 8 over 15 right now, and I'm going to go over. Probably a premium, but I don't want to do it with the Rays right now. I just feel like maybe they've met their match in the Braves, the way the Braves took care of business yesterday. Well, it was a close game, right? So, all right, Mindy on the Rays run line. I'm on the over. And, we have another one, a little bit of information missing. I think Michael Grove, Mindy, is the popular response here for the Dodgers. So, see if there's any price out there on this one. You can tell us if you are already handicapping with Grove. There's no prices out there at all at this point for this game. So,
well, if it's Grove, what I'm going to do already, right?
159, 150, maybe 160. I'll say 169 under 20. Does anybody have anything official? Does anybody want to, give me a price that is different than what I'm thinking? Go ahead, Mindy.
Yeah. So did not come through yesterday, of course, with the Angels. So I'm going back on him again today, of course, and that's mostly because I think Detmers he gives the Angels here a chance, no matter what. They do have a 738 on base percentage versus righties here over the last 10 days. And again, I am not a fan of Mr. Grove, even though he plays on this Dodgers team that's pretty amazing. So give me the Angels on the money line today.
All right. Mindy says take the Angels here. Great price. If you go with my book, um,
Right? The
you know,
Ramon Scott book. What'd I get? Like
am I
a
the
plus
only one?
130?
Am I the only one open right now?
Sounds like it.
Did I skip the chats? Did I skip the Braves game with the chat?
I don't know.
Trying to.
I don't know.
All right. Well, I see a lot of plays in there, and yeah, I'm sorry about that, you guys. I guess got all excited. So hopefully, everybody had their plays up there. Maybe it was. Oh, you know what it was, Minnie. You were talking about the challenge and everything, so I thought I'd already done it. I guess.
Oh, I gotcha. Gotcha.
Anyways, on the Dodger
Even
game.
though Ron only wants to take Atlanta on the money line, so I don't think we have an official challenge on that one.
Sorry, you
He doesn't,
guys.
he doesn't want to give me a run.
You guys are the most important part of the show, and I want to show all the plays because I think you guys get a feel. I mean, it's just not our two little plays, right? You see all the different people and all the different ideas. So I think that's what we're sharing here by doing it the way we're doing it. But anyways, I'll take the over with the Angels and the Dodgers, Mindy. We're just there's
We need the long winter's nap.
we'll see. Maybe we'll come back on Sunday. Maybe we'll hit something.
Right.
Oh, Lucci. Oh, don't say that. I already started to talk. Right. I was the one who said, started to hint at, oh, Mindy, we haven't had the Angels losing streak yet, right?
Yeah, right. We want to keep Ohtani. We don't want to give him up, so we got to keep winning. But when those two guys are out of the lineup, they're not so great, right?
Yeah. So right, boy, like I said, what an uncomfortable feeling. No harm, no foul, no blood, no ambulance. No ambulance. Mayor, I'm going to have Major League Soccer tonight. I'll try to come up with something in the Discord. I'm going to have a package probably in the MLS tonight for sure.
So JPZ has to tell me if he likes Grove out of all of his staff there. Since he's a Dodgers homer, what does he think about Grove?
Yeah, and again, I don't even think we have it on.
Yeah, if it's official.
But I think Tony said it was Grove. Feels like it should be Grove. Dodgers have won 4 of their last 5. So I know Fernando, but that's the league that I handicap even more so than England, and I just try to keep it domestic, I guess. All right, that's a look at the. Oh, sorry.
How are you going to forget your team, Ramon?
Well,
or do you want to forget them?
You saw last night.
I mean, when I went to bed, it was like a 3-3. Verlander was just out in the 6th, and I thought it looked like if Kim didn't try to squeeze a double into a triple, they would have had another run in that inning.
Again, why did he do that?
I don't know.
Do that.
I don't know.
Well, when you said Padres, yes, I wasn't having any part of it, and I did give out the over. So, but you also had the over, so I'll give you credit on that. Now, as far as this is concerned, again, I mean, how can Snell be this big of a favorite right now? In fact, it's like $1.75 now. I mean, what's going on here?
What's going on here is I don't know. I just kind of feel like as of late, Snell's been pretty good, Ramon. I mean, I think
no, I get it, but
I think he's he might be worthy of consideration today. But I'm going to go ahead and go over again in this one with these two pitchers here and the way that they've been hitting the bats. I feel like maybe both of these teams aren't quite getting the break sometimes, messing up with runners in scoring position, that sort of thing, right? Doing the stuff that professionals probably shouldn't do to take them out of games. I think the Padres might try to find a way to win this one here tonight, but I'm going to go ahead and go with David Peterson in his 9.21 ERA and Blake Snell with his 3.4 ERA. I think this one's going to get over the total again.
Padres better win this one tonight. I'm never going to lay $1.75, but this is the one they've got to win. When I'm looking at it from a fan's perspective, I can see why it's $1.70. The pressure's on tonight. That's not how we handicap. I'm just saying the Padres are in a pretty decent spot, and the price is too high. They should win this game, and they probably should be, probably $1.50 or so. I guess no one likes
Might
Peter.
be that way in a couple hours.
Yeah, I'm glad you're going with the over because I'm going on the over with you.
Okay, good.
As well. Peterson has gone under in 5 of his last 6 starts with a push. So basically all over. 5-0-1 to the over. I'll get it out. 5-0-1 to the over. Padres 14-6-1 to the over last 21 games. So still, he has been awesome. You're right. But maybe there is some of that built into it. It's actually he's been as good as anybody in the game, to be quite honest, over the last 6 starts, 4-1 with a 0.75 ERA in a team that quite frankly is a sub 500 team. So let's take a look. Lucci, I got you. Got something coming to you in the CFL. Try to make up for yesterday. I don't know. I felt pretty good with Calgary leading 11-1. Mindy, they were winning 11-1.
There was that crazy play again with the weird touchback rule.
They got a single. It was 11-1, and
What did you call it? The Rouge? The Rouge.
They had a Rouge. It was 11-1, and Calgary didn't score anymore after that and lost 24-11. I felt like, I had a loser on the air. When you're sitting there 11-1, you're thinking, you know what, I had this one, and it did play out to form, but not once they couldn't get the ball going against Winnipeg's defense. Winnipeg's still good, probably too good for Calgary. All right, Talmus will take the Pirates. What's Peasy saying here about this? Several minutes. Okay, good, because I'm going to need some runs off of Snell. So, all right. The Rouge. Hey, Brett.
The Rouge.
All right, that's a look at baseball. We got like 4 plays or something like that.
It's like 3, but who's counting?
Oh.